I refused to give my brother all my savings, so my mom told the family I was stealing from her. Now everyone treats me like a criminal. The conversation that destroyed my relationship with my family happened on a Sunday evening in October, right after our traditional family dinner at my mother's house in Houston. I'd been looking forward to it all week. It was one of the few times our scattered family actually came together, and despite our differences, I genuinely enjoyed seeing my relatives and catching up on everyone's lives. My brother Ryan and I were helping Mom clean up in the kitchen when he casually mentioned that he was thinking about starting his own landscaping business. Ryan was 26, 2 years older than me, and had been bouncing between jobs since dropping out of community college 5 years earlier. This wasn't the first time he'd talked about being his own boss, but it was the first time he'd seemed serious enough to have actual numbers. "I've got it all figured out," he said, drying dishes with the enthusiasm of someone who'd been planning this for months. "I can get a used truck for about $8,000, the equipment I need would run maybe $12,000, and I'd need probably another $10,000 for insurance, licenses, and operating expenses for the first few months." "That sounds like a solid plan," I said, genuinely meaning it. Ryan had always been good with his hands and loved working outdoors. A landscaping business actually seemed like it could be a perfect fit for his skills and interests. "The only problem is the money," Ryan continued, and I felt a familiar sinking feeling in my stomach. "I've got about $3,000 saved up, but I need another $27,000 to make this work." Here it was, the request I'd been unconsciously dreading since Ryan started talking about his business plan. My brother had a pattern of coming up with ambitious projects that required significant upfront investment, and our family had a pattern of looking to me to provide that investment. "Maybe you could get a small business loan?" I suggested, though I already knew what his response would be. "I tried, but my credit isn't great, and I don't have enough business experience to qualify for most programs," Ryan said. "But I was thinking, you've been saving money for years, working all those overtime shifts. You must have a decent amount put away." I did have money saved, about $35,000 that I'd been accumulating for the past 4 years by working 60-hour weeks as a nurse at Texas Medical Center, living in a tiny apartment, and denying myself pretty much every luxury or entertainment expense imaginable. That money represented my dreams. A down payment on a house, graduate school tuition, or maybe just the security of knowing I could survive an emergency without going into debt. "I do have some savings," I admitted carefully. "But Ryan, that money took me years to save. I've been working double shifts, eating ramen noodles, driving a 15-year-old car. I've sacrificed a lot to build up that account." "I know, and I appreciate how hard you've worked," Ryan said. "But think about it, Lauren, this could be huge for our family. If the business takes off, I could pay you back with interest. And if it really succeeds, I could even bring you on as a partner or something. And if it doesn't succeed,"
Check out the full
I
story by
asked,
clicking
"what
here.
happens to my money then?"